Hey guys, it's Tiffany. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be back and I'm feeling so much better after catching COVID. So yeah, I have a lot of new makeup to show you guys today. We are doing a full face of new and viral makeup. So yeah, with that being said, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so I first went in and primed my skin with the Laneige Primer Serum and the One Size Secure the Blur in my T-zone. Then we're going to go in with these e.l.f. eyeshadow tapes where you tape them on the side of your eyes to help create a really sharp, clean look. So one was really long, so I just cut it in half. And I found these quite hard to place on the eyes just because they ended up always looking crooked and different. So the way that I found worked best for me was just to align it with the tails of my eyebrows. Alright, then we're gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. I have seen this palette everywhere. It is so beautiful. It is your like everyday neutrals, which is right up my alley. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the two lightest shades here and just pack this all over the lid. These shadows were so beautifully formulated. I could tell that they are such high quality because they're so buttery and so pigmented at the same time, and the consistency was quite thick, kind of like a true powder. I can't even begin to explain how nice they felt. So yeah, I just really liked how pigmented and buttery they were. Then I'm going to go in with the light brown shades here, and I'm just going to focus this on the crease and the outer part of my eye. Then I'm going to go in with some dark browns, and I'm going to blend this on the outer corner of my eye, kind of going upwards to create like a smoky liner, because we're going to go in and actually create a liner. So here I'm just taking the black and dark brown shade and using a thin brush to create my wing liner, really using the tape to help like create it. I really wanted to see if this would work. So here is the result. I was so incredibly happy with how good it turned out. It really exceeded my expectations. So yeah, they didn't look completely even, but I think with practice I'll get a lot better. And yeah, it just made my eyeshadow look so nice. Finally, we're going to be going in with the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. I am in the shade Santa Fe. I have seen this foundation everywhere. I'm sure you guys have too, along with the Charlotte Tilbury and Kosas foundation. So as I was applying this, I realized that it kind of just the tiniest bit oxidized, and then I went in with my sponge, which probably wasn't a good idea because it completely took away the entire foundation and like left no coverage. So I kind of regret going in with the sponge because it kind of soaked it all in. Then again, I only went with like 2 pumps, so this foundation you definitely need like a good 4 to 5 in my opinion. So I ended up layering it another layer on and going in with a brush to finally get my desired coverage. And you guys know me, I don't really care for like full coverage anyways, but I do like a good medium coverage. So after 2 layers, which is probably like 4 pumps, and using the brush, I got a really nice even full coverage layer. So that actually covered up a lot of my imperfections, but my skin looks so youthful, looks so plump and even and glowy, but it wasn't like overly dewy. So this foundation was super nice. Then we're going to go in with the LYS Triple Fix Concealer. Spoiler alert, I absolutely adore this concealer. It is so creamy. You guys can even see as I'm applying it like how creamy and liquidy it is. It's also a really nice thin texture, so it doesn't feel heavy underneath the eyes. It doesn't look cakey. And I went ahead and used my sponge to blend this out because my under eyes are so dry. Brushes don't really work. But this concealer was so hydrating. It didn't emphasize any dryness. It didn't crease. It didn't cling onto my patches. So I really am really picky with my concealers, and this one passed the test. So I really love it. And it is a full coverage concealer, so you guys can see how much it brightened up my under eyes. Alright, then we're going to go in with the KVD Gel Contour. I am in the shade Medium. This was compared to the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand, and so I was really curious to see how it would perform. It is definitely more of a gel consistency, but it really blended easily and like just melted into the skin just like the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. So I was so blown away by how beautiful this was, and this is like $20, so it was like a lot more affordable than the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. So if you're looking for a good alternative, definitely check out this one. The only thing is that it's a lot more natural and less pigmented, but I don't really mind. Then I'm going to go with the new shade from the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Blushes. This is in the shade Hope. It's just like another light, neutral, everyday baby pink, which, as you guys know, it's like my favorite blush shade to wear. And I was so happy that she came out with some new pink shades, because as much as I love the shade Bliss, matte formula is kind of tricky to work with sometimes, especially if you're having like dry patches. It clings onto that part. But her dewy formula is amazing, and this happens to be the dewy formula, so it was super hydrating on the cheeks and just looked so nice and pretty in pink. Then I'm going to go with the One Size powder. This is just a little sample I got from Sephora for free. I've been meaning to try out this powder, and I was honestly so underwhelmed. I kind of was expecting it to be like a super blurring, beautiful powder, but it was like nothing special, I guess. It didn't blow me away, and I guess it wasn't under eye friendly because it made my under eyes actually kind of dry, but it worked really well on all the other parts of my face. So like I said, my under eyes are very fussy and finicky, so I get really picky with my products, but I'm gonna have to keep testing out this powder to really see like what my thoughts are on it. Then we're going to go with the Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm face palette. This is the prettiest palette I've ever seen in my entire life, you guys. So yeah, we're just going to go with the two contour shades here, and I'm going to contour my cheeks. And this isn't a bronzer, it's a contouring shade because these are so incredibly cool toned. But I love the formula of this. It was so like buttery and like airbrush, which is so like on par for Charlotte Tilbury. Other products are so seamless and very airbrushy. So yeah, I was not expecting any less. Alright, so my camera died, so I went ahead and did my eyebrows and mascara off camera, but we are going to jump back into the palette. I'm going to be using the pink shade here and use it as my blush. It honestly screamed like powder version of Pinkgasm, so I was really excited to try it out. As I was applying it, it was so pretty. You could see the pink in it, but it wasn't as pink as I would have liked it to be. There was a lot of shimmer, there was a lot of glow to it, so it was a really glowy product. As you guys can see, I have the tiniest bit of pink, but it just ultimately wasn't pink enough for my liking, so I ended up having to go in with another blush just to add the pink that I was really wanting from it. So yeah, nonetheless, this palette is beautiful. Love the formula. Really gives you a nice airbrush glowy model-esque look. Then I'm going to go with my lip products. I have two for you guys today, the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk and the Patrick Ta Plumping Lip Gloss. So I'm going to first go on with the Charlotte Tilbury one. I've heard so many great things about Pillow Talk, that it's like a great everyday pink, and honestly, I have to agree. I feel like I could honestly wear this every day. The formula was really nice, but honestly, for $34, guys, I don't really know if it's worth it. Right, so then I'm going to go in with the Patrick Ta Plumping Lip Gloss. These just launched, and I picked up the red shade in Full Syringe. I have been really loving like a tinted gloss lately, so I've been going for a more natural lip as opposed to my like typical nude lip, and this has been my go-to, guys. It is so nice. The consistency is like not too thin, not too thick, and I love that the color is like not completely transparent. You can see the red in it. The only downfall I have to say is that it smells like cough syrup or cough medicine, so like that cherry flavor almost. Also, the plumping effect is nothing harsh at all. It's just like a slight cooling effect. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't sting, and it only lasts for like 10 seconds, to be honest. Alright guys, so this is my full face of new and viral makeup. I love so many of these products, but yeah, I'm just so happy to be back and filming for you guys. I missed it so much, but yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.